All right, good day, everyone. So in this lesson, we are going to be learning Google tools. Google tools. All right. So Google tools. I believe several of us must have been hearing Google. So what exactly is this Google? Now, a lot of us, or a lot of people do think that when you talk about Google, they just mean the normal search engine where people go to search for things. A lot of people normally tell you, hey, okay, Google it or search for it on Google and all of those stuff. So all that a lot of people know about Google is just about searching for something on Google. You understand? But now, this is much more, bigger and wider than that. All right. And Google, it's much bigger than the perception of a lot of people. Okay. And when we talk about Google, what is this Google? Google is not actually that particular search engine we use for searching things on our phones or on our laptops. All right. But rather, Google is a company. You understand? It's a big company that, produces softwares, web applications, mobile applications, they provide a lot of services, including hosting services for developers, database services, so much, they have a lot, such that a lot of companies rely on Google for some of for several of their services. You understand? Okay. So just know that Google is a company. All right. Okay. Now, having known that Google is a company, now we are going to be learning basic tools produced by Google that will enable us in our daily activities and more important in our job activities, because you cannot say you're working in an office, or you have roles like an administrative roles, or even personal roles or business roles, whatever, and you wouldn't know about several of these Google tools that I'm about to share with you. Okay, so these Google tools that you will learn in this lesson and in this course, they will equip you a lot. They will equip you. You're going to be empowered with tools and skills that you will need to, run your businesses, your jobs, your personal life, organize your documents, your activities, your programs, a lot. And wow, once you know about these Google tools, it's going to make things easy for you. In fact, in today's world, in today's century, you cannot do most of the things that you are doing without these Google tools when it comes to the online space. All right, yeah. So you can't say that you are in the tech or in the online environment without knowing how to make use of these Google tools. All right. So that's the purpose of this lesson, to teach you how to make use of these Google tools. Because if you don't know how to make use of several of these Google tools, you will be missing out in a lot of things. You understand? You might not be employable because some of the things that your employers might require will be in these Google tools, especially when you want to work remotely. Yeah, you want to work for companies remotely, and you want to do online jobs, a lot of things on the internet. You need these Google tools. These Google tools, yeah, is what you need, okay, to basically run a lot of things that you need to do in the online space. All right. Okay. So if you want to work remotely, if you want to do work for companies, from the comfort of your home, yes, you need these Google tools. You understand? All right. So we are going to dive into the tools one by one. Okay. Now, when you come to your computer, your laptop, all right, um, whichever browser you're making use of, I believe we know what a browser is. Okay. Now, a browser, let me just, you know, explain to us in a nutshell, just in a layman's way, a browser is a software or an application, okay, that enables us to search the internet. All right. Okay. So a browser is an application, all right, used for searching the internet. Okay. So if you want to search the internet, there is a tool. There is a tool that will enable you to search this internet, and it is known as what? A browser. Okay. So now this browser is found in our phones, our laptops, tablets, devices. Okay. Yeah. So every phone should have a browser, or every laptop or computer tablet should have a browser, because you browse through the internet, you search through the internet with your browser. Okay. All right. Now, when you now get to your computer, so we are getting started immediately. So when you get to your computer, any browser you make use of, okay. For example, let me just give us example of browsers. For example, we have Chrome, we have Opera Mini, we have Firefox. All right. We have the Internet Explorer, a lot of them, you understand? So these are several browsers that we have, but there are much more. There are a lot of browsers. And for me, I prefer using Chrome. That is Chrome. Chrome is a browser produced by what? Google. All right. So Google owns Chrome. Okay. So yeah. Now, so when you get to your computer, so we are starting out, you go to your, starter menu. Okay. And then look for your browser. So me, I'm looking for Chrome. See, this is Google Chrome. That's what I'm making use of. So even if you don't have a Google Chrome, you can still use whichever browser you're making use of. For example, I have Firefox here. You can see it here also. So, but I prefer to use Chrome. So if you don't have Chrome, you can always download and install Chrome in your computer. All right. So just download and install Chrome in your computer. All right. So when we open our Google Chrome here, I just clicked on it. It opens. Okay, let me select my profile. So it opens. So my Google Chrome has opened. All right. Yeah. So now that it has opened, I will go to my the Google search engine. All right. Now there's a difference between Google Chrome and the Google search engine. Okay. So the Google Chrome is the browser. All right. Chrome is the browser. Okay. While the normal Google, where we use on the internet for browsing, is what? The search engine. Okay. Is a search engine. All right. So, no, so through my Chrome, you just, open your Google search engine, and this is what a lot of us are familiar with. You can see a lot of us are familiar with this Google page, the blue G, the red O, the orange O, the blue G, green L, and the red E. With then the search bar. So here you can now type whatever you want to search for, and you click on your Google search, and boom, you will get your results. So this is the first basic Google tool that we are learning today, which you just learned now. So number one is what? The Google search engine. The Google search engine. So I'm going to just write it here, just to help us make the list. All right. So here I have here the Google search engine. Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna put it here. Google Tools. Google Tools. All right. Yeah. Okay. So the Google search engine. Okay. So there are several of these Google tools which we are going to be learning about. Okay. All right. Okay, the Google search engine. All right. Now, so back to here. So you see, so this is the Google search engine. Okay. And it is very simple. Basically, it is used for what? Searching or browsing through the internet to get results. Okay. So when I search for anything like, you know, you can just ask Google for anything. You just say all about leopards. Okay. Wow. So now the search engine gives you what? A result all about leopards, including images, So you can see these are Wikipedia results. Okay. So the search engine, so what does the search engine do? The search engine searches through the internet and gets you similar results of what you have typed in here, okay? And gets you all the result that it could lay hold of. All right, and get you the result. Now, these results can come from a lot of places, from different websites. So it compiles them all and brings the result here on this page. You can see that the results we are looking at here is coming from different websites. You can see this from wikipedia.org. The next one is coming from kids.nationalgeographic.com. This one also, Nats Gecko Kids. This one, Britannica.com. These ones are from YouTube. Okay, a lot. So it searches through the internet on different websites and then gives you what results of what you're looking for. So anyone you like, you can just click on it. For example, I click on the Wikipedia, it now loads the page. So now you can see I'm on the Wikipedia website right now from Google what search engine. All right. So this is so you can now start reading about leopards, what you've searched for. Okay, so let's go back. All right. Now, the next search engine, the next Google tool we are going to be looking at is this. I'm going to write it here. The Google Mail. Google Mail, what we know as Gmail. Some people might not even know the meaning of Gmail. They just say Gmail, Gmail, Gmail. But the G is talking about Google, all right? So Gmail, okay? Now, what is this Gmail? This Gmail is a Google tool used for what? Receiving and sending messages, all right, through what? Electronic mails. You remember in the olden days, we used to send letters through a physical post offices, which takes days to reach the destination. A letter could even take like a month or two or more before it gets to its destination. But through Gmail, you send what? Mails or messages, what? In electronic format. So what you send on Gmail is what we know as what? Emails. Emails. So this E is talking about what? Electronic mails. All right. And this is very fast. Once I send you an email right now, the next few seconds, you will receive the emails. That is technology. Okay. Now let's get to it. Now, here, to access Google tools, okay? We've talked about the search engine, okay? Yeah. Now, to be able to have access to all other Google tools apart from the search engine, you need to create a Google account. You need to have an account with Google, all right? You need to create a Google account, all right? And I'm going to show you how to create a Google account here so that you can now use your Google account to access all other Google tools. All right. Apart from the search, yeah, anybody can actually access the Google search engine. Just open up your browser, type in the website, the Google website. That's www.google.com. Okay, google.com, and the search engine opens. See, yeah, you don't really need an account for this page to open for you. Yeah, you can get your results. But now, when you now want to start making use of all the other Google or tools like the Gmail, you need to have an account with Google. That is what we call Google account. All right. Okay. Now, I mentioned earlier about Chrome. I told you that Chrome is a browser, okay, owned by Google, while this Google search engine is just a search engine, you understand, used for what? Browsing through the internet. Okay, so I've explained the difference between these two. All right, so the Chrome, for you to make use of it, you have to install it in your computer or your phone. All right, but for Google search engine, you don't necessarily have to install the search engine in your device, though you can actually install it, but you can always access it through the Google Chrome or through any other browser, even if it is a Mozilla Firefox, Opera Mini, any other browser. You can access the search engine through any of these. Sorry, you can access the search engine through any of these other browsers. Okay, all right, okay. Now, so like I now said, for you to now start making use of these other Google tools apart from the search engine, you need to have a Google account. All right. Okay. Now, to create a Google account, basically, now the basic tool that we mostly use for creating a Google account is the Gmail. Okay. It is the Gmail, because it is the Gmail that will give you access to have an inbox or a mailbox that you can use, and it is being used for verification or for verifying all other Google tools accounts, or even other websites make use of your email to verify your account. So email is a basic tool to have. All right. Yeah. So that's why we're going to be opening an account with Gmail, because your Gmail or your email is your official way of communication. All right. So whatever you send through an email, it is regarded to be official and legal. Okay. All right. Now we're going to be opening. I'm going to show you how to open a Gmail account, a Google Mail account. So it's very simple. Now here, you can see my Google search engine, I have my icon, the picture icon here, showing my image, all right, and showing my Google email account. You understand? So this is my Google email address, all right. Yeah, because I already have a Google account, and then I'm already signed in. So when you are signed in these Google tools, it will show that you are signed in here, all right. Okay, so this is the Google search engine, and it's showing that I'm signed in. All right. Now, but if you are not signed in, um, here will be blank. All right, prompting you to create a Google account or to log in. Okay. So because I'm already logged in here, meanwhile, I just want to show you how to create a Google account with the Google Mail tool. All right, that's Gmail. Okay, so to create a Google account, I'll just come here, and this is showing my profile. This is account setting and all of those stuff. Here, if I pull down this arrow, it's showing other accounts that I have. Some of them are signed in, while some are not. Some are not signed in. All right. But now I just want to show you how to create a new account. For this account, I could choose to click any of these, and it will switch to this account. For example, if I click on this, let me just click on it. You can see the profile photo have changed, and the detail here have changed to this other email account. All right. So let me just switch back to the previous one. You just pull down this arrow. You can see here. I click on this, and it shows. Okay. So now to create a new account here, what I'll do is that when I pull down this arrow, I'll just come here where it says add another account. You see? So if you don't have any account that is added at all, that is, you don't have any a Google account that's already signed in, it will just be telling you add accounts, But now I have some accounts that are already added in there, so it's just saying add another account. So when I click on add another account, now it's telling me to choose from the ones I have, but I just want to create a new account. So I'll tell it use another account. So I'll click on this. Now here it opens this input for me to write my email. It wants me to actually sign in. Okay. So, but I don't want to sign in. This is sign in page. All right. So I want to create a new account. So I'll just click on create account. Now, when I click on this, it brings out this option. You say for my personal use, for my child, for work, or my business. So most of the time, most of us use it for personal use. But if you want to do it for your business or for work, you can actually choose this. But for this lesson, this course, I'm going to be using personal. All right. So for my personal use, I click on it. Now it says you can see the account creation page, create a Google account. So it tells me, write your first name. Okay. So let me just write any first name as Cynthia. Okay. And then last name is optional. You can just choose to write it or not. Okay. Cynthia John. Okay. I'll just click on next. It's asked for what? Date of birth, basic information. You say enter your date of birth and gender. So I just select any month. So you have to ensure you select the right month, day, and the year you were born. 2000. So select gender, female or male. I select female here. So click on next. All right. And when you click on next, now it now asks you to add a username. See, now this username is the username you'll be making use of in your email. So that's the username that will be called, and it will have this suffix at gmail.com. So I can now say Cynthia John at gmail.com. I don't know if it's going to be available, but let's try out this. If it's not available, it could give us some suggestion, or we try out another one. So you click on next. So you see, this username is taken. So another person is making use of it. And this is what is available. Okay, let's try another one. Cynthia John 245 or 2456. Let's try. Yeah, so these are available. So Cynthia John 2456. Sorry for that. Yeah. Now the next, it wants me to enter my password. Now, all of these that is showing up is just an auto pop-up that is trying to enable me to just select the password of my previous the accounts that I already have. So just ignore this, okay? Yeah. If you don't have any account, it's not going to be showing here. All right. So you just select any password you like, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here also confirm password. So it's telling you to confirm password. That's enter the same password again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here you can check this box and say show password to see if it's really what you wanted to enter. And when we see that it's correct, then you click on next. Now, once I click on this next, it's going to create this account for Cynthia John 2456. Hope I still remember the username. Yeah, 2456. So click on next. Now you say I want me to choose a stronger password because this is just a sequence. Anybody could guess this password. Okay. So let's say CYN 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 CYNNN. Wow. CYN 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 CYNNN. So let's try it out. Click on next. Okay. So now you say we should add what? A recovery email. That's now a recovery email means the address where Google can contact you if there is an unusual activity in your account or if you get locked out. So peradventure, you were not able to, sign in to this Cynthia email that I just created. Yeah. Google wants you to enter another email that they can use to help you to recover back your email. And it is very, very important. But for now, I'm going to skip this. Okay. But in your own case, always ensure you add a recovery email. All right. Okay. So I just keep on this. You see? So the account has been created. You see? So you say review. You can use this email address to sign in later. Okay. Okay, actually, it's still about to create the account anyways. Yeah. Okay, but this is the details. Cynthia John, this is the name, and you can see this is the email address. All right. Now click on next. So Cynthia John 2456 at gmail.com. So when you click on next, all right, it tells you to agree with their policy. So it's about to create the account actually. Okay, it's still about to create it. So when yeah, it is done. Okay, so I say, okay, now these are, my Google notification that is, coming up here to tell me that a new profile is created, for Cynthia, this one I just created here. Okay, let's just allow it to load and finish. Okay, it's telling me to, open a new profile, but I don't know, open a new profile. So you say, no, thanks, skip, just go back. All right. So you can see I've created a new Google account, and you can see here it's showing hi, Cynthia. So I'm already logged in. Okay. I'm already logged in here. Okay. All right. I'm already logged in because the account has been created successfully, and you can still see the same Google search engine, but now with a new profile, Cynthia. Okay, Cynthia John, and this is the Google email. All right. So here I now that we have accounts, so congratulations, we've been able to create a Google account. Okay. Now that we have a Google account, we can now be able to access all the other Google tools. Okay. Now, other Google tools. Now, for you to start viewing all these other Google tools, you can see these dots here. When you click on it, it starts showing you all the Google tools. All right. So there are a lot of this, So we are going to be treating. So the Google tools we are going to be treating is these are the Google tools we are going to be making use of. All right. We are going to be making use of this Google tools. Okay. All right. So let me go back to my previous profile. Let me just close this and reopen Chrome so that I want to just open my previous profile. Yeah. Okay. Go to Google, search. All right. Okay, so when I click here on these dots, you can see all the Google tools that we want to learn. Okay, now we've done the account. So this first one shows me my account. Okay, I'm already logged in. All right. So when I click on it, it just brings out my dashboard where you can make a lot of settings. You understand? But this is not a part of the things we want to do in this course. So let's go back. Now the next one is this is the Google search. We talked about the search engine. So when you click on this, it still gives you the Google search page. You see? So we are still on the Google search engine. You understand? Through which we can use what to search for things, which we've already done. All right. The next one is the Google Maps. Oh, wow. Now, but before we go into this, since we just created a Google account, I want us to just walk through the Google Mail, the Gmail, all right? Because according to our list, we talked about the Gmail here. Okay, so let's just proceed with this and finish it up. So Gmail. So I just click on it. When you click on this, it opens what? Your Gmail for you. So it's opening. All right. So now this is my Gmail. Okay. Now, the basic things you do on your Gmail are to receive emails and to send emails. All right. Yeah, that's the basic thing. Okay. So here by default, in most cases, it normally opens with what our inbox by default. Now you can see these are all the emails that I'm receiving, a lot of them. So these ones that are in bold or highlights or in bold letters are the emails that have not opened yet. Okay. Yeah. But these ones that are faint, it shows that I've already opened them. Okay. So when you click on any of this and open it, it will, become faint. All right. Now in your Gmail, you have a lot, a lot to do here, a lot to do here. But we're going to be going through the basic things you need to do so that it's not going to be complicated, especially for the new users. All right. Okay, so this is your inbox. So I'm in my inbox. So all of these are my inbox. That is, inbox means the inbox. That is the emails, the interface that contains all the emails that I've received. That is my inbox. So if you want to read your mail, that's when a mail comes into your email, it will be on this inbox. For example, this Amazon email is the last email that's entered my inbox. Okay. So when I click on it, it's showing me some code to reset a password or something like that. Yeah. Okay. So now I've just opened this email and I'm reading the email. And when I'm done reading, you go back. So that's how to read your email. Now, also some emails could have what we call attachment, attachment. You understand? So now, to know emails that have an attachment, let me know if there's an email that have an attachment here. Let me um let me just go to the previous page because I have a lot of inboxes. Maybe a lot of them don't really have an attachment. Let me see. So I'm going to show you. Okay. So okay, now there is no attachments here. I mean, I'm trying to show you an email with an attachment, but we are going to do that later. I'm going to send a new email with an attachment to show you how it looks like and how to send the email as well. All right. Now, so this is my inbox, and you can see it's showing the all the messages in my email is up to 4,879 inboxes. That's emails in my inbox. All right. And with these two arrows, I can, switch to older page because all these 4,000 emails cannot fit in just one page. All right. So here I just, switch to the previous page. You can see it just loads a new set of emails and, go back again. And with this, you can say, come back to where you are. So the last set of emails always comes to the top. You understand? Okay. All right. Now, the next is when you come to our sent, so I've gone, this is my inbox, this is my sent box. Now, sent box are, so like I said, inbox are what? The emails you receive, while your sent box is what? The emails you have sent. Okay. So these are all the emails that I've sent. These are emails that I've sent, showing here. Okay. These are all the emails that I sent. Okay. And then the next is what? Now, when you pull down, there are more options, okay? When you pull down this more, you will see several other options, okay? See several other options, all right? So now, another thing is this spam folder. I'm just going to the basic ones that you need daily for your activities, okay? So we've done the inbox, we've done the sent box. Now, I'm going to the spam. Now, this spam folder, inside this spam folder, you know, these are emails that Google see as a spam email. You understand? So, what is a spam email? Spam email are most of the time described to be emails that are being sent without your consent. All right, that is one. Or it could be emails that are channeled towards marketing, you understand? So some people will just decide to be sending emails there and then, telling you, hey, sign up with our program or, win something big, all of those stuff, you understand? So, and those emails we are not requested from you. You did not subscribe to those emails. They're just bombarding your email with a lot of marketing emails, with, which you did not sign up for, which you did not request for. So some of those emails, Google normally see them as spam and they'll come to the spam folder. Okay. And also some emails from that's untrusted source. Okay. If Google didn't trust, if Google doesn't trust that source, the source of the email, Google will see it as a spam and will direct it to the spam folder. It will just come in here to the spam folder. All right. Now, it doesn't mean that every email that goes to your spam folder is not trusted, anyways, but that's the way Google sees it. That's why it went to spam. So it is now up to you to verify whether this email in my spam folder is it really a spam or not. Okay. So now I'm in the spam folder. So let's just open one. So when I click on this, you can see. So I don't know who these guys are. If you even look at the email address where it's coming from, it looks weird, FGQLSH, blah, 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 So when Google sees this kind of thing, Google will just mark it as a spam. You say you received a direct deposit of $50,000, which I've not received. Don't worry, I'll receive it soon. But these people telling me that they made a payment. You see, so these people, so this is actually a spam. This is a good example of a spam email. All right, so that is it. So now I've checked on it and I know this is spam. So I can choose to report it or not. I'll just ignore it and forget about it. You understand? Yeah. And then here, but if this email, assuming this email was not a spam, I've verified this email and I've verified the source of this email and discover, okay, this email is not a spam and I really want to be receiving this email. I will just write here, report not spam. Okay. Here, there is also an info here. You say to help protect your personal information, Gmail alerts you when an email seems like spam. See, so this one really looks very well like a spam. In fact, it's a spam email. Yeah, so that's why it's coming here. Okay, all right. So, but if I want to now keep receiving this email, I will just say report not spam. So Gmail will take note, okay, that I really want to be receiving this email, and then I'll report as not spam. Then the next time this email comes from this same person, this same particular email, it will not come to my spam folder again. Rather, it will come to where? To my inbox and stay. You see? So that's how it works. So you have to be careful of the email you're marking as not spam. You need to verify that. Okay. Now the next thing is the trash. When you get to the trash folder, or my trash folder is empty. Now trash folder simply means trash. I mean like a waste bin or a waste paper basket. Where you trash emails. So this trash contains emails that I delete. For example, you come to your inbox and delete one email. Let me just delete one. Let me just delete this one. So I click on delete. You say conversation move to trash. You can still undo if you want, or if you don't want, you leave it. So now let's get to the trash. When you click on trash, see now this email is on trash. But initially, the trash was empty, but now because I've deleted this email, it's here on the trash. Okay. And the Google is telling me that this trash email messages that have been in trash more than 30 days will be automatically deleted. So once this email stays here more than 30 days, it will be automatically deleted. Okay, I can choose to also delete it myself. I'll just say empty trash now and it's going to empty. Or I can mark it and delete it, but I can just delete it individually, whichever one. So I can just click on delete here, or just let me just mark this and then okay, it wants me to just empty it. Yeah. All right. Click on delete, confirm delete, and it's just gone. Okay, that's that. All right. Now, so that is it basically. So these are the main places that you access. So these are the main places that you access in your Gmail platform or your Gmail account. All right. Okay. So you can just, play around with the rest, start emails, news, and all of those stuff. Most of us don't, mostly make use of that anyways. Yeah. All right. So next, so that is it about Gmail basically. Okay. So now I'm going to show you how to send an email. So now to send an email, you now click on this compose. When you click on this compose, it will open this uh modal for you to start sending your email. All right, so you can choose to maximize it here. Okay, so here you now type your email and send. All right, now I'm going to send an email right now. Now you enter the destination, that's the person whom you want to send this email to. Okay, so assuming you have the person you want to send this email, that's the email address of the receiver. Okay, so let me just select this email. You can just type it, once you type it, it enters. All right. Yeah, if it's already in your contact, it will just show in this drop down that is showing here. That's why these are showing. Okay, so let me just leave this now. So this email will go to the person I'm sending the email to. Okay, now there are other features here. There is this CC and there is a BCC. Okay, now the CC is if there is a third person whom I also want to I want this other third person to be aware that I'm actually sending an email to this person, to this first person. Okay. Yeah. So for example, now these are you that is sending the email is the first person. Now the person you are sending to is the second person. Now, if there is a third person who is concerned about this email I want to send, and you want this third person to really know that you're actually sending this email to the second person, but the email is not being directed to the second, sorry, the email is not directed to the third person, okay? But the email is for the second person, but you just want the third person to know that you are actually sending this email to this second person. So in this CC, that is where you write the email. So sometimes in the office, your boss might tell you, okay, send an email to so and so person and copy me. You see, your boss wants you to copy him. All right. So it means that the email will be delivered to this person and to your boss or to this person on the CC. But it will be showing that the email was sent to this person and this person was copied. All right. So let me just add an email here. Okay. Yeah. I add another email here and in the CC. Okay. Now, another one here is also the BCC. So this BCC is used, okay, when you want to send email, okay, to this person. Because now, when you send email to this, like if I send this email like this, okay, both of these persons will know that this email was actually sent to each of them. All right. I can even add more emails here also. Let me just look for, okay, yeah, here. Okay. Now, so I have three people here. Two are the recipients, while one is on the CC. Now, the three of them will be aware that all these emails we are sent to the three of them. They will see all of them that they all received the email by themselves. Okay. Now, but this BCC here makes it in such a way that when you don't want one recipient to know that another recipient got that same email, you use BCC. Okay. For example, if I put this person here and put this person here, I just put these two emails here. Okay. And I sent this email. Now, this first person is not going to know that I sent the email to the second person, and the second person is not going to know that I sent the email to the first person, but both of them will receive the email. You see? So that is it. Now, once you are done with this, you just put in your subject. It's always good to give your email subject. So maybe request for quotation. Maybe your boss asks you to ask for a quote from a company, request for quotation. And then you start writing. See? So now this course is not to teach you how to write an email. Yes, sir. You just write whatever you want to write, blah, blah, blah. And once you're done, you ensure that your signature is there. Okay. Yeah. All of this. And once this is done, you're good to go. All right. Um, you can say thanks. All right. Thanks. Okay. You now write your name or from whoever it's coming from. Esther 070, just write whatever. You just write your closure. That's just it. Okay. Now, the next thing, you can also format the texts of your email with these formatting tools. But most of the time, we don't really make use of this. But you can actually format them. You can number them. You can use bullet points. You can make them bold or italicize them or underline. Whatever you want to do, you can just play around with this. You can even change the font size, the font family. You understand? Change the font style. You can see it changes the font and all of those stuff. Yeah. So that is it. That is it. That is it. You can see the font is just changing here. So whichever stuff you want, just highlight the text, change it, and it gives it. Yeah. So that's it. Now, then the next thing we're going to be doing is to add attachment. So in your email, now what is an attachment? An attachment is a file that you want to send along with the email message. Okay, so we don't just send only the write-up in the email, in some emails. So some email might require you to attach a file. That file could be a document, it could be a picture, it could be anything. You understand? So you just attach it. So that's what we call attachment. So this is the attachment icon where to attach what the file. Okay. So when I click here, it it opens my Window Explorer. It opens this dialog box that gives me access to my Windows Explorer. Okay, so here I can just look for any file. So let me just go to maybe downloads or just anything. This could be a document. Let me go document. So just anything, anything, anything. So this shows me JS. So I'll just click on this JS. Now, when you click on this JS here, you can see this button open. When you click on it, it opens. Or a shortcut is just to double click on it. Once you double click on it, it opens in the email. Okay, whichever one. So you click on open. You see, it's loading here. Yeah. So the attachment just finished loading. You can see js.pptx. So this is the file I want to send. All right. Now let me just remove this person's email because I don't want the email to get to her. Okay, I will just send this. Now click on send. Now, for you to send, there are also send options. When you click on this arrow, you can schedule your send. So when you click on it, it will open up where you will schedule to send the email on a later time. Just simply select the time when you want to send it. You see, I just click on schedule send, and you can send tomorrow morning, afternoon, evening, whatever. Or you can pick a date, click here, pick a date or time. And when it gets to that date and time, the email will just send. But if you want to send it like right now, just click on send. I just click send. Now send, you see, message sent. I can actually undo right now, but if after some seconds it just disappear, I can't undo again. All right. So you cannot. So it's now saying view message. So when you send your email, like I said, all the email you send goes to your what sent box. So where is my sent box? So this is sent. So I click here. You can see this is that last email that I just sent, request for quotation, and it's showing the attachment here. So when I click on it, it opens and it opens the attachment. You see, you can see the attachment. All right. And so whoever have sent this email to, when they open their own email, they will see exact same thing that I'm seeing right now. That's it. Okay. So that is it about your Gmail and how to make use of it and the things that you want to do with Gmail. So this will help you in your remote job, in your remote work, in your personal life, and all of those things. Okay. Okay. So here you can now explore several other things. Here you can select emails. You can select all unread emails. Or let me go to inbox here. I select all unread email. You see, it selects all of them so that I can do whatever I want to do with it. If I want to delete them, if I want to archive them or, report them as, all of those or mark as read, I can do that. All right. So if I just say none, it selects none. So you can use this to clear. Maybe you already have a lot of emails that are, kind of trying to fill your memory storage. Because for me, you can see Google is telling me that my memory storage is about getting filled up. All right. So you can, clean it up from here. Just select all unread emails, that you're not making use of, and just click on delete. Piam, it will delete all of them. But for now, I need to sort my email before I do this. Okay. All right. So that's it about your Gmail, basically. So these are basically what you do with your Gmail. All right.